Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Lisa. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year. This evening, I will be discussing with you. I'm gonna be self-sufficient. I'm gonna be doing this as much as I can. As much as I can. I'm going at a slow pace because I know it doesn't happen overnight, but it means, me reducing, relying on the outside system to help me with certain things. You know what I'm saying? One thing is like growing my own food. And I have started that already. Some of you may not know that, but I have started my own garden out back in my backyard. I started growing my own groceries. And I've been doing this probably going on 2 years. Probably going on 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years that I have been growing my own grocery. I am new at gardening. I've never gardened before. My late mother used to garden, had her own small garden out back in her backyard. I wish I was interested then because I'll be more step of the game right now. I would have more knowledge than what I do, have now. But for the most part, I'm not complaining about it because I am enjoying the journey that I'm on, and I know my Father is helping me along the way with my journey, okay? Have I learned a lot? Yes. Do I have a lot that I still have to learn? Yes. Is there a trial and error with me? Yes. Have I dropped seeds that they did not germinate? Yes. There's so many, it's just trial and error and you just keep pushing through. You know what I'm saying? So you live and you learn. It's just like riding a bike, you fall off the bike, you get back on there until you have your balance, So I'm loving the journey. I'm loving this garden journey that I'm on. It's so therapeutic to me. I can go out and say that I'm going to go out for about, for a little bit, and I end up out there and I'm out there for about an hour, hour and a half, almost 2 hours sometimes, And the biggest thing with me gardening that puts a great smile on my face is the harvest. It's just the harvest of the food that I have grown, that I know no one touched it but me. I know what's going in, my stomach. I know what's in the food. You feel me? So I just love it. I love it. I think this is one of the best things that I've ever decided to do, in life is to grow my own groceries. So that's one of the things. Saving seeds, which means I'm going to save the seeds. After, I harvest and, there's seeds left over from the harvest. I'm going to keep those seeds until the next season, and then I'll drop those seeds for the next season. So you're saving with that. I'm going to try to do the composting with, turning kitchen scrap into compost so I can fertilize my veggies and stuff like that. I'm going to try that. And use the scraps for the compost is pretty much like a fertilizer. It's a fertilizer for your veggies, Harvest, like collecting rain, which I'm already doing that. I ended up buying a garbage can, and what I do is I collect rain with the garbage can, and the rain is so good for your garden. It's better than the tap water that we have. So like I said, I bought a garbage can to collect the rain so I can water the garden at times with the rainwater. It's a great source for your garden. The next thing is I'll be trying the solar panels, not the solar panels that I'm going to be, talking about putting on top of the roof. I'm not doing that, because that stuff there, no, that's a whole nother ball game that I don't want to do. But just try to do things to limit the cost of me having to spend money, pretty much, me not relying on outside source. But that's, like I said, it's all, I gotta crawl before I walk, so I'm not jumping into all this as of like right now, like tomorrow. No, it's just, you gotta crawl before you walk. DIY, that means making my own cleaning supplies. I did last year, did tell you guys that I was gonna learn how to make my own laundry detergent. I did get the ingredients for the laundry detergent. I wanted to get something else, which I did. I did get another powder for the ingredients for the laundry detergent. And I told you guys I'm gonna come back and show that to you. I will be showing you guys how I'm gonna make my own laundry detergent, so please stay tuned. I'm sorry I haven't already done that, but last year it was up and down for me. The enemy just had me wanting to just give up on YouTubing, and it was just a roller coaster. So I'm just coming back now and trying to stay focused and not letting the enemy get to me. I'm trying to stay focused here with, my YouTube channel here, and not letting the enemy talk me out of something that I know I needed to be doing, and something that I enjoy doing. So I do apologize for the up and down with me last year. So I do apologize for that. But like I said, I will be showing you guys how I will be making my own laundry detergent. So that's another thing that I can sit and pretty much save money on when it comes down to buying things for the house, Also with personal care items, I'm going to learn how to do the DIY with personal care items as well. And I started my budgeting journey towards the end of last year. So that's another thing, managing finances by reducing debt, paying off debt. I'm going to be paying off debt as well, so all this stuff is, some is long-term goal and some is short-term goal, but it's going to get done. It will get done. It has to get done. What else? And trying to live frugally as much as possible. Like I said, I'm going to start off small and, and just try to do one skill at a time and not rush, because it's I'm learning, and it's not like I'm running a race, so all this is, I'm just learning. I just want to learn different skills of how to do certain things when it comes to around the house, And one of the other things that I did try to do, and I did share with you guys, me making my own bread. I did make a loaf of bread last year. I will be also showing you guys me making bread also. I did tell you guys that I was, in one of the videos towards the end of last year, I said I was going to put the video up the bread. I will put it up in this video here, so I do apologize. I will take a picture of, I think I have the picture of the, before it went into the oven, and then there was a picture that I took after it came from out of the oven. So I will put that in this video. And again, I will post a video up of me making bread. I need to find out a nice, like, organic type of flour and like meal that I can get from a certain place. I need to do research on that also. What else? And me learning how to sew. I took sewing in school, but I lost touch on that. My late grandmother and mother, they knew how to sew. They both did quilts and stuff like that. My grandmother, she had her own little quilting room. I remember that when I was small. She had her own quilting room when she used to do quilting. She used to quilt when I was small. We used to go up there for the summer, and I remember she had, and I still to this day, I have a quilt of my late grandmother. And then before my mom passed away, she made a quilt for myself and all my siblings for our birthday. So I still have that also, but I lost touch of the sewing, but I need to get back into learning how to sew and learning how to also make my own cleaning supplies at home. I also bought a, what do you call it? Is it a cotton ball? The cotton balls, is it a cotton ball? You know the balls that you buy for, hold on, let me get it right quick, hold on. These laundry balls, I'm talking about a cotton ball. It's not a cotton balls. These laundry balls here, I'm using these laundry balls instead of the fabric softener cloth. I'm using these and putting essential oils on these and put them in the dryer. So that's cutting off another cost. Budgeting. Trying to be frugal here. Okay, so I think that's it. No, actually it's not it. Herbs. I told you guys I was growing my own food. I'm also growing herbs as well. This here is basil. This here is basil. I grew this basil and I dehydrated it. And I'm putting them in these jars here. So I'm gonna have a certain area. I have a cabinet in the kitchen where I'm gonna be putting all my herbs in, medicinal herbs, in that one little cabinet. And then I'll also be growing herbs to cook with also. Okay, so this here is basil. I grew this basil and dehydrated the basil here. And this one here is the lemongrass. So yes, that is my spill, y'all. That is my spill. Like I said, I'm not doing this all overnight because I know it cannot be done overnight. I'm not trying for it to be done overnight. I'm just doing baby steps. Baby steps. In this day and age, from one day to another, it's just, it ain't right. I'm just gonna put like it's just I just have to keep my faith in our Father. I'll have to keep my faith in my Father to help me through this, to get me through these, learning how to do these different new skills that I want to do around the house for my family. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I know with the help of our Father, my Father, we're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. We are going to be okay. But I feel like the less that I have to worry about the outside, the better off I'll be, that we will be. You feel me? You're picking up what I'm putting down. But anywho, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week, which is only one day, which is going to be tomorrow, Friday. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead, okay? Until next time, you guys, be blessed. Know God loves you guys so very much. Love on one another. I'll be talking to you later, okay? Later.